Hi, I'm Rachel Garner, Senior Researcher with Specialty Employment Services, Inc. When a hiring manager interviews a reference, they're not only looking for information about your candidacy, they're also looking for subtle clues about how great an employee you really are. They're also looking at how realistic you are about yourself. Now, evidence suggests that hiring managers do call references, and that many applicants are turned away for either lying on their resume or for having a reference that just doesn't speak about them in a glowing fashion. This can easily be because the reference simply wasn't good enough at informing the hiring manager about your hard work or your tasks. Make sure that the references you choose will not have these issues. In order to do that, we're sharing with you 5 tips to choosing the best references. First, they must be energetic naturally in both their speech and their mannerisms and about your employment. That means that if your old boss really loves you and really wants you to find a job, but also speaks in a boring monotone, you may want to find someone else. References that don't give you a glowing recommendation will seem apathetic to your employment. Make sure to choose people who are not only very positive about you, but also engaging and enthusiastic. Also, they must be knowledgeable of your tasks at your previous job. Make sure that your references have something to say, especially the tasks relevant to the position. A boss that only knows 1 or 2 of the activities you did during your employment, it's not a good enough reference. You may even want to send them your resume, just as a reminder of your skills and your performance while you were employed by them. Of course, you're totally unforgettable, right? But remember, they're busy and your history, it's not really their first priority. Number 3, they must be prepared and know that the job will be calling. An unprepared reference makes you look unprepared. So reach out to your potential references beforehand. Give them as much information as you possibly can. The timeline for when they'll be contacted, the name of the hiring manager, and a full job description. Also, make sure you know your references availability, time limitations, and preferred contact information, which you should pass along to those people who'll be calling them. They must be in a position that gives them authority. This is number 4. You need to choose only those people who actually interacted with you on a professional basis. That means not a friend or your minister or your mom. You get the idea. We promise you won't fool anyone trying to sneak in a buddy to your reference list. Next on the list, they must be a creative choice if necessary. It's the policy of many companies to not allow their employees to provide references at all. Or you might be a little bit reluctant to approach your current employer for a reference. If that's the case, consider asking a customer you worked with. They know how you interact in comparison with other service providers. Also, they may be a customer of your future employer. Certainly doesn't hurt. Choosing your references is a critical part of the interview process. Make it a top priority today.